Okay, so if you're like most planner people or people who like printables, you've probably got a huge collection of printables laying around, but you're not exactly sure how to size them and make them work for the planner that you have. What we're going to talk about today is using your printer settings to actually print your printables in the correct size for your planner. And this is super quick and easy. You can either read through the blog post or use the little cheat sheets that come with this, or you can just watch the video and follow along. So we're going to do this a couple different ways because it works no matter where you're printing this from. So the first way we're going to do this is just regular, like good old fashioned. We've got a preview of something open and we want to print it. So we're going to go to File and Print. And then once we're in this view or this setting, if you don't see all this, you might have like a little button right here that says show more settings, and so you're going to click that. Mine always just opens up to this because this is the default for how I use it. So it might look like this, or it might have a little drop down right there, but you're going to click this so that you can see more details. Okay. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to click where it says US letter, and you're going to go down here to manage custom sizes. And because I've already got 2 in there, I'm going to do a third one here. So as long as I can find my notes, okay. And I'm going to click this plus button, and it pops up with an untitled. So if I double click on that, then I can rename it, and I'm going to call it Mini Happy Planner. And then the next thing you're going to do is go over here to the size, because what size do you want it to print? And this is your width and this is your height. So for the mini, I'm going to make my width 5.125, and the height of the mini I think is 7. Let me just double check. Nope, 7.5. So 7.5. Okay, so then once that's set, then all I have to do is click OK, and now this is going to be in my custom settings every single time I decide I want to print a planner printable. So if I'm printing something and I want it to be for my mini happy planner, I can just click on this and it's automatically going to pull up those sizes. If I wanted to do the classic, I could click on that and it would automatically pull up those sizes, and you can kind of see how it changes over here. If I wanted Franklin half, and it's not showing you what it looks like on the actual paper, it's just showing you how it's going to print, but that's okay because it's set to auto rotate. Hopefully yours is defaulted to that too, and it'll just print it perfectly on your paper, and then you just go ahead and click print. So that's one way to do it. I'm going to cancel this out and I'm going to show you how this works from your browser. So if you have a PDF open in your browser and you want to print it, you can either go up to File and Print, or you can click on your printer icon. And once you do that, you've got this all set up, but it's not giving you the option for your classic, right? So I'm going to click More Settings, and over here on Paper Size, it's already here in my paper sizes now because I made it one of the defaults, and that stays stuck to my printer. Okay, so no matter what program I'm printing from inside my laptop or my device, this is already saved. Okay, so let's say you're on someone else's laptop or device and you don't have your settings saved. Okay, you're at the library and you're using their printer, or you've gone to Office Max and you're using their printer, whatever. You can scale your print system, and I'm not exactly sure how to do it here from this one. I'd have to play with it a little bit more, but let's do custom. There we go. So you're going to click on, you're in the scale system. You can fit to printable area, fit to the paper, but you want custom because you want to be able to change this. And this only works for the Happy Planner, the top 3, so the big, the classic, and the mini, or any of the personal planner sizes. The ones that basically scale proportionately, like they're not really tall and narrow. So if you set a percentage, it's going to change the height and the width, and that only works on the ones that are kind of in proportion. If they're going to go tall and skinny, you can't scale it by a percentage to make it fit onto a tall and skinny. So it doesn't work with those ones. It just works with a handful of the personal ones and then the happy planners. So let's say I wanted to print the classic, and right now it's going to print at 8.5 by 11. To print the classic, I just change this to 82%, and it's going to size this down for me and actually fit on this paper. I'm going to have to do some trimming afterwards, but it's going to print at the right size to fit in my planner. If I were doing it for the mini, I would size it down 54%. And if I were doing it, there was one other, I think the planner ones, and I want to say they were 44, but I'll put it in the comments because that doesn't look right. And I don't remember where I wrote it. I wrote it down and then I was gonna, yeah. So anyway, we'll come back to that. I'll put it in the comments. But basically just know that you can change this percentage here. Maybe, yeah. To make it fit the different planner sizes. It might have been 44 because that's smaller like a personal planner. It doesn't look right though. Okay, so then we would just hit print and it would go ahead and go to the printer and be done. So there's those two ways, and the other way would be if you're in Adobe Acrobat. So let's do this. We're going to go to printer, or the print up here, and you've got different options when you're looking at Adobe Acrobat. So it's still doable. Over here in the corner, you can either scale it the way we just did and just tell it 82% and it'll scale it down for you, or you can tell it that you want a custom size down. Let's see, right here, page setup, and I'm going to turn that off. So my custom settings are still saved here in this. So if I click, I'm going to do this again just to show you. Over here on page setup, it'll pull up my custom sizes. So the ones that I've already entered will all be in there. So let's just do this Franklin half and then tell it okay. And it shows you what it's going to look like when it prints. And I want to shrink oversized pages. So don't click this actual scale. You can either do fit or shrink oversized pages. But if you do actual, it's going to actually crop your print and you don't want that. So shrink to oversized pages and then orientation for auto, and then go ahead and click print, and your printables will be printed at the right size for your planner. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know. Hit subscribe for other Cricut and Planner tutorials, and I will see you later.